So the Unknown Marbler just running automated races.
Yeah,
Like,
what's that all about?
I don't know, man.
I saw someone
think-
literally get banned this week for running automated races.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
I don't remember.
Banned?
Yeah. Well, not banned. Couldn't get any
not
more
banned.
experience.
Oh, they couldn't get any more
They
experience.
could continue to play the game if they wanted to.
Ah, okay, yeah. That did happen, yes.
Yeah, it was like controlled by chat.
Yeah. Yeah,
Which
I
is
personally
interesting.
Put an end to that.
Personally. Stamped it.
Yeah. But all we do, just for clarity, when somebody does automated racing, we just block them from getting XP. We don't ban them from the game,
Right.
right? So they can keep running automated races if they want. If they believe in what they're creating, the XP should not be a factor. That's my opinion on it. But yeah, like as the XP system, you know, it's not good. It's not good for the competition if it's all automated.
Yeah.
Because then everybody will be running automated.
That's what made me change my mind about the Unknown Dingler. Oh.
Don't. Would the Unknown Dingler fight the Unknown Marbler?
I don't know.
They come together or join forces
I don't know.
to dominate the land.
So yeah, what's that all about? What's this Unknown Marbler up to? Giving out coins and stuff? Where do you get access to these coins, Pixel?
Not me. I didn't do anything.
He found a way to mine them himself.
Yeah, he mined them, and then he gave them. No, I think he was testing. He was testing. Do I say this live? He was testing our B2B model. So we're taking marbles, and we're fracturing it
Nice.
into two pieces. And we're going to have the streamer model, and we're going to have the B2B model. The B2B model is going to exist for venues, which could be as small as a bar. I mean, there's big bars out there. So as small as a bar to as large as a stadium. And we'll see who adopts it. So we've been working on that the last little while. So I took that fraction, that little piece, the B2B model, and I said, hey, Unknown Marbler, can you test this for me? So it ran 24/7, right? Because that's the B2B model, is being able to throw it up on any service and let it run. Let it run automated, disconnected from the season, because the B2B model is for growing that brand,
Right.
not for playing the season, right?
Like that person who got banned, that person could do that in a bar, and that why would they even care about the season in general? Because they would be creating the experience for their bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have
want to
that.
drive people to the bar. Free drink if you win.
Yeah, I mean,
After a 5-hour period.
5-hour MSLA race. I win a drink.
That could be really good, right? Like an MSLA race is going on. Everybody put their marble in. They're just watching and drinking. Like, I won. Yeah, another drink. It's been 5 hours. And then you do like drinking games in between or whatever, you know. Fun commercials and games.
Yeah, man. I feel like there's a big avenue for this. I mean, they have trivia in bars, right?
Yeah.
Like you can go to bars and do trivia. If trivia is good, would a marble race not be hot? Hot marble action.
Random thought. Take the trivia idea.
I don't have the trivia idea.
No. I'm thinking about like you're in a bar.
Okay.
Trivia,
Yeah.
marbles combo somehow. Now my first thought was you find questions that have multiple answers. You put those multiple answers in the race, and everybody in the bar is like, I vote for this answer is going to win. But every answer's right. How many of those questions exist?
That's Where do you
There's
find the
something there.
questions? You find them in places like underneath the
Like
urinal and stuff?
No, it would be up to the bar, the people who own the bar. Like, here's the question, boom, here's all the answers in the race.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's a start. Okay, I know it's not.
Wouldn't it be better just to see your name on the race? Why can we just skip all that?
Okay, so you do trivia, right? And then you do like half an hour. No, every team that answers a question right gets a ball in the race for one of their team members.
Why don't you just make it at the start of a race? You have to answer the question right to get in the race. Period. And then every race is the start of a new question.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Yeah, totally.
See, I told you there was something there. You just got to spit a bunch of nonsense till someone else's brain puts the pieces together.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
It was like cutting up a bunch of random puzzle pieces that don't fit together and saying, "Here."
Speaking of puzzle pieces, I saw a guy doing a puzzle. And apparently, I don't know if the different sizes matter or not, but he was using starbursts as markers because it's like a certain amount of spots away and up is like the pieces should match in shape. So it's like, okay, if I get this piece here, then I know this piece over here is the same shape, so I got to look for that shape. And then you move it up one, you move this up one, that's the same shape. Over one, that's the same shape. So he's got like starbursts on his puzzle. I couldn't do that because I'd eat them. I'd be like, wait! What piece was I looking for?
I was trying to visualize how the hell that works.
I was told size doesn't matter, Tenny says. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Yes.
It doesn't matter.
I consume too much TikTok. That's really what it comes down to. I'm watching people put puzzles together with starbursts.
I feel like you're just getting trolled on TikTok constantly. You think it's working, and then you do it, and then you're like, "Oh, that doesn't work at all."
Yeah, that's why there's TikTok accounts that literally go around and debunk other TikTok accounts.
Oh,
yeah,
they call themselves
Factor
the debunkers.
Cat. That's the most
Factor
famous
Cat?
one, I think. Yeah, Factor Cat, or one of them. I don't know, that's the one I know.
Cat?
Cap.
Like Kappa.
No cap. That's what I always thought. Kappa,
Right?
but no, it's something. It's cap, like no cap. When people said
the guy
no
didn't wear
cap,
cap.
I thought that came from streamers, like no cap in the chat because if you say like I say no cap because I'm not joking.
Yeah.
People
But
put
huge
Kappa in
cap.
the chat when you're joking, or when they think you're joking. No cap.
No, they put Kappa in their chat when they want to end a line. That's what I thought it was for.
I guess there's a lot of uses for it.
It's like, I've made a statement, and here's my period. It's like a period.
So it has no meaning. Factor Cat. That does sound entertaining.
Factor cats.
You got to factor in the cats. Factor
We have
Cat.
a fact or a cat. Which one would you like?
That could be a TV show. Factor Cat. Not like fact or cat, like Factor Cat. It's the cat that factors in. It's like a detective. Takes all things into account. Gets all the factors in place before making its decision. Like going into a litter box. The cat's got to get all the things straight, factor in all the where do I want it, how many scoops am I going to do before and after.
How many poops do you need to dodge on the way to the spot?
How much poop is coming out? I got to dig
Do you
the
know how
proper
much
hole.
poop is coming out? I don't think anybody knows how much poop is coming out.
I bet there's an Olympic sport for it, though. Like, they poop into a weighing machine, a scale. It's like, I guess this much. And then the next guy comes up. He's like, I guess this much.
Wait, who
it's like a
guesses
jelly bean jar.
The pooper or the judge? Like, is there a judge
There's
who guesses
multiple.
the poop?
The
Oh, so there's an
judges.
external?
There are no judges. I don't know what you'd need judges for. But there's an audience vote, and then there's the guy doing it himself.
Yeah.
That's the guy that ultimately matters. Like, he's got to guess what he thinks is coming out of himself.
Oh, okay.
And then whoever's
How do they
closest
measure?
wins.
Like pounds?
Oh,
volume? Do they measure volume?
to the umph. Sometimes they're really close, you know, to the umph. That's what the measurement's called. You measure poop in Katie Couric's, and then you get down to the umphs. Anyway, I bet people have. No, I don't know. I bet people have done that.
Measuring their ums?
Their umphs. Umphs.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
I've never grew up from my potty mind.
I mean, have we any of us really? Do we just
It's the one
hide
thing
it.
that really humans can all connect on.
Except the ones who
potty
don't like to
humor.
have fun.
Okay, so then it narrows it down to who likes to have fun and who doesn't. Those are the two
Yeah.
types of people.
Yeah. There's the funners and the no funners. Right?
Damn,
the no
sometimes. Yeah.
take away the fun. So if you're about to have fun,
Dude,
Nope.
sometimes I find myself taking away fun, and I'm like, shut up, you idiot. Just let these people enjoy whatever their stupid shit is that they're enjoying.
we all can have our no funner era.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's easy to become the no funner in the group.
Yeah. Yeah, because you see all these other people maybe enjoying something, you're like, I don't like this shit.
Dude, your shirt is a lie.
Got too many wires here.
Naked. You tan naked?
I do. In the dark. Hey, and in the shower.
Oh boy. What a raw. We're getting so raw about everything right now.
Yep. Yep. I'm definitely on the no fun side. But yeah, I mean that's actually just as a human. It's. I think we, especially with the internet and the passing of information and opinions all the time, man. It's so hard to just be like.
I had a thought
I don't care. Like
recently about
I don't
about the internet and like how how like it seems like language is evolving faster now. Do you notice that? Like stuff like Kappa and like those kinds of things, like the things we use online.
Yeah.
I feel like language is evolving faster and faster, and it's caused by the internet. It's caused by the speed of our communication, and people are trying to find the fastest way to explain things and that we can all gravitate to.
Yeah.
It's not, I don't think people are trying to do that. It's just happening naturally because
Well, I think
we're
it
weirdos.
tends to happen because of like popular, right? Anything popular on the internet where it's like a meme or something and it gets spread to everyone and then people just start saying it. And even if you don't know the meme or aren't into memes, like you start hearing other people say it and you're like, what the hell is this? And then you look it up and yeah.
Yeah. But then we start like communicating at that level.
Yeah.
And so like you have like the online community that's like do you think is becoming stupider or is it becoming faster and more efficient? And it's not wasting time on stuff. And it's just like right? And like the people offline are still like debt, right? And like it's just they're stuck. They're stuck in like you remember that?
What are you talking about? Remember what?
What do you mean you don't remember? Everybody in chat.
What are you talking about?
You don't know that? Come on, dude. How do you not know that, man?
Oh,
have
you
not
talking about
experienced
dial-up? That is
Yeah.
not dial-up.
That's what's
Okay.
dial-up to you.
That's dial-up.
Dude, I like how you put your neck into it, man. Your neck got like full vein. But dude, see, people knew what I was talking about when I did that sound. I don't think anybody understood your neck veins. Just saying.
They're tendons?
But yeah, that's where people are stuck, man. People are stuck in that land where it's slow. And we're here just like flying through outer space.
Do you know this impression? Hold on.
We only hear like the start of it because the mic says no.
I blame
So all
Discord.
I saw was the action.
What do you
Is it all-
think from the action? What it was?
I have no idea. What the hell? Like
Guru got it.
was like, you did this at some point. I can't deal with this kind of conversation on Monday morning. It's too much fun. Monday's supposed to be a no funner. No fun?
I'm Spooo
Oh,
da
dude.
ba dee da boo die.
So I've been chatting with Guru in the background.
Has he been your guru?
He has actually. So you know the new procedural track we're developing?
Yes.
We're going to turn that into a psychopathic adventure. It's going to be crazy.
And psychedelic?
No, this is not going to be psychedelic whatsoever.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Sorry. But it's going to, like, think tilted, but that track. It's not going to be, but you don't tilt. It's going to be the no tilted version of tilt. No tilt version of tilt. You know what I mean?
I do. So, like, every time you race it, it's going to be even more different than it's ever been.
Yes.
Even though it's different now every time,
Yeah,
it's going to
yeah.
be even more.
More.
It's going to be
More
many more
obstacles.
tiles.
Yeah.
Obstacles.
More tiles. More tiles.
Tilesticles. Anyway, go on.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's where that track's going to go. I think it's going to be really fun. And I'm going to call it Boost Strike Jump. We're going to build in the thinking, the mentality of turning on channel points for that map.
You know I've always loved the jumps on the PPPs.
These are better.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I can only imagine. Well, the jump strike boost redeems. That was the first rendition of doing these things in the game. So
Yeah.
it's only going to evolve and get better and crazier and more. Like, I'm waiting for the moment. I'm waiting for the moment that challenge track builders have the ability to, like, you need to jump at a moment.
They
You know
have
what I
the
mean?
ability.
Yeah, but don't you need to, like, create a track that actually finishes. So you can't do that yet with the jump strike boost, right? In the builder.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, like
Where
you
like you
have
actually
to.
have to. Like the track won't finish otherwise. I don't know if that's ever going to be a thing, but like I always thought, like when the boost jump strike came out, I was like, man, this could be so good for like challenge tracks and making it actually like, here comes a little hurdle. Like if you don't jump over it, you're screwed.
Timing that would be hell though.
It would be.
Like timing stuff.
It would be. Yeah, with the delay, it makes stuff. Yeah.
But I talked about that idea, right? Or were you in the chat when I talked about it? Of like, there would be event zones on the track, and those event zones, when your marble goes into it, it would tell it to do the event of like jump strike or boost or whatever, for example. But to make it do that, you would have to use a channel point redeem called like charge, for example, like charge up or something. And then when you go into that zone, if you have a charge up, if you've done a charge up, it'll do the action that spot's supposed to do. So the actions occur
Kinda
at
like
certain
pitting?
locations. Yes, exactly, yeah. So something like that, but for tracks and with like abilities.
I think that I mean that would help the delay stuff, right? It's like, okay guys, there's a jump in this, so like and a boost, so make sure you do the boost before you get to the boost. Jump, that type of a
Or
thing.
you just use the charges. Oh yeah, you could.
Oh,
could
or
like,
the,
make
or
sure
a
you
charge
use
type
the,
of a thing, right?
Yeah. Because then that just incentivizes activity, technically.
Right.
It's
you don't
like,
have to
make
do
sure
a
you're-
specific thing, you just have to do a thing.
Yeah. And then you watch the thing happen. Then you watch all the people who didn't react.
Right.
the
yeah.
charge of
So it's
die.
just like it's like another form of pitting, basically, because you
It's
see
not-
the
yeah, it's
people
an
who don't
activity
pit.
check,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, lag is the worst enemy of the commands. Yeah. Yeah, I really don't know. I mean, I'm on that as a streamer too. I'm like, I love these redeems. I hate feeling like people are left out or screwed though. So that's why I like go back and forth on them. Like I do them and I don't do them and I do them and I don't do them. I think ultimately I would like them on all the time, but I understand there's like a huge like gap, I guess, a skill gap or a delay gap.
Well, it's not only that, it's having the channel points available, right? Like, I think the Unknown Marbler, the way he ran it this weekend, really exposed the flaws of redeems. Is that if you want them to be higher cost, which means people will use them less, quote unquote, right? Because obviously there's the people who are rich in the channel. Then you're not earning enough to use them on the regular for the people who are new, and the people who've been around can just crank it into oblivion, right? So you either have to go through like some sort of purge period, or I don't know. I don't even know if you could wipe the system or not. I don't think you can.
Well, I was thinking about it the other day actually. So if I just had them on all the time, 77, like that's what I think my cost will be, is 77. Eventually, I feel like it will balance out. At this point, like it's been going on so long without doing that.
If there's the value to use them.
Right.
Which is the challenge, to get everybody wanting to use them. Because there'll always be people be like, I don't care about that thing. I don't want that thing. I don't need that thing, right? So like, how do you tap that where everybody wants it, you know? I think that's the challenge. But anyways, that's definitely a challenge with redeems, is the fact that how much they're going to cost, how much you can use them, and then what happens when people start running out. And then when you use one, it's using like what you earn in an hour or something, right? So you could basically do one action an hour, which isn't that great. Unless it's a 24/7 channel, which might build into it decently. I don't know. There's so much to like dive into here. It's so interesting. It's such an interesting world.
Yeah.
Like how you can gamify all this. Like nobody's like, I would love to see like which channels are like really leaning into channel points and how they're succeeding with it, or not succeeding with it, right?
I think when you have them on, it tends to take one person. Like one person will maybe start boosting a bunch, then other people will be like, oh, I'm gonna get in there and start boosting too. So like that, it's sort of the ecosystem of the channel too, depending on who's in there and trying to do well, I guess. But then the cost and how much people have is a huge factor. But like you said to me the one time, which is what I've been thinking about, especially when I'm doing like the Spoooble League, right? That's what I want it to be. The Spoooble League is like, boom, redeems. It's like, I want the best of the best people, the ones who are focused, the ones who are redeeming and wanting to win and whatever. I don't know where I was going with that.
Ones who are boosting, redeeming, that's what the Spoooble League's for?
Yeah. Oh, the thing that you said to me was just like, it's like these redeems can potentially be rewards for people who, especially if you're giving something out like a Spoooble or a shard or whatever the hell it is, or money, or if you're using redeems, it can be a reward for people who are, there and collecting those points and whatever. So it's like, it is a really positive thing. But then there's also the people who hang out who just don't like to do the redeems, right? They don't like to, like, I'm always on both sides. They don't like to do the redeems, or they're not good at them, or whatever, but they still hang out and support your channel a lot. So it's like, I'm on the fence there with that, because like I want to reward those people too.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a good way to like highlight those people who've like put a lot of time into the channel.
Yeah, but then it also comes down to skill on top of that. And, well, luck and skill. Because sometimes you're boosting and you hit a wall and you just want to curse Pixel. Curse Pixel to hell! But yeah.
Yeah, everything's so tucked away. It's always entertaining watching people kind of like learn it over time. Learn up this stuff over time, right? Like the physics objects that are in the builder now. I'm now starting to see them a little bit more, but they were put in like last season. Right. But it takes people time to like build it in and learn the objects.
Yeah, that could be the same thing with redeems too.
Exactly, because they're so tucked away and there's no explanation. You gotta see somebody who saw somebody do it through the channel.
Right. Something else though that I think has helped, but it's still like having the redeems on where you can just use as many as you want. I think that's where that imbalance might come in of, I don't know, the channel point economy, depending on who has so many compared to others, newer people.
Right.
The limiting that I've been doing, I think, is a decent balance to that. But
Like
I also
we allocate a certain amount per race, right?
Yeah. And if I could do that per race, I would rather do it per race. I think the stacking of it that I do is kind of fun, but I'd rather just do it per race.
Like I could put a clamp in the game and say like you can only do 10 per race, right? But then there is a risk that people are using it thinking it's working, but then it's not. And then people are burning channel points, and I like that would suck, you know? Because there's nothing that would feed back to the chat that says like, hey, there's like, you know, it's not being done. Your thing is not being done. But I liked your framework. I've been thinking about it for a while. Like,
Yeah.
how do we do this, right?
Well, and
You'd
I
almost
just
have to like turn it on and off, actually. No, but you can't turn it off per user. It's tough.
yeah.
Time them out. You time them out for the rest of the race.
Oh, I haven't done this yet, but I was thinking like, you know, there's a race going on and it's normal, like you're doing MSLA Raceway, you have the redeems on, but they're not actually usable. And then it's like, all right, we're doing 10 laps, and on lap 7, when the first person crosses lap 7, boom, boost, unlimited boosts are on, and then when that same person crosses the line again, boom, they're off, or something like that. You know, where you can turn it on and off basically during the race. Haven't tried it yet, but yeah. Just trying to find a balance somewhat where it's like the people who are rich in channel points aren't always dominating.
Right.
But then also there's so many different people, man. There's the people who are rich in channel points, don't care, don't want to boost. People who are rich in channel points boost their faces off. People who don't have any channel points don't care. People who don't have any channel points want to boost their face off but can't. There's just always going to be so. I mean, my brain does this. It's like there's always so many different people, and I know I can't please everybody, but I'm still like, there's got to be some balance somewhere, or at least there's a majority of people who are happy or something, or there's a mix of things enough. So it's like, oh, I'm unhappy for an hour or two. I'll come back later when he's doing something that I will be happy about. Torture myself too much.
I mean, we all do. I think a lot of people in the community are always thinking about everybody and trying to satisfy everybody, right? And that can all, dude, satisfying everybody can be such a, like, it can hold you back.
Yeah.
It can hold back your thought process because you're always going to think of the reason, like, who are you cutting out of this process, right? Of what you're doing. And it can be so limiting on the mind. You need, like, in my opinion, you need to get past that as much as you can and just understand, go to your core roots, right? And build with those core roots and then just stick to it.
Yeah.
And stick to it as strong as you can.
Yeah, and my core roots is like, I want to have fun doing what I'm doing, and if other people are there and they're enjoying it, like that's what I need to focus on. People that are enjoying it, I'm enjoying it. More people will come because it's enjoyable.
Around who doesn't enjoy it, right? There's always going to be somebody around.
Yeah.
No matter what change you do, there's always going to be somebody who's vocal that says, I don't like what you're doing, and I'm out.
Well, and something that sucks too is like, especially I guess as a streamer, if you have a community behind you, like some people are closer than others, and it's like, you know, someone maybe you're closer with is like, I don't like this is stupid, or I don't like that, whatever it might be. And it's like, well, shit, someone close to me and closer to the stream, like that supports the stream a lot, doesn't like this shit. So it's like that goes through your head too. But ultimately, again, it's like you're the streamer. You just do what you do. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, like you just try to be as good as possible, right? Like a good person.
Yeah.
In general.
Yep.
That's the
I
best
think
you can
that's
do.
also why, I mean, for me personally, and I'm sure a lot of streamers, it's tough to try new things on stream. It's so tough, especially if you've been doing one thing forever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
Like, it's, you know how annoying it can get for people to come in when I'm playing another game and just talk about marbles constantly, and it's like, I get it. I get it. Like, I'm a marbles guy. I love marbles. I fucking get it. But let's take a break sometimes.
It's like, is this a
And
new
not like I
marbles map?
mind. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I get it, the fun little jokes or whatever. But there's also just some assholes out there that are like, "Hey, community manager not playing marbles? Go fuck yourself. Like, what do you want me to do? Play it 24/7 and like talk about it with you 24/7 and be shoving in your face? I do it a lot, man." Anyway, just me getting raw.
That's just people trying to trigger you, or trigger us.
Yeah, go worry about
Trigger
yourself,
the
you
world.
dingles. Why aren't you playing marbles? Stop sitting in my stream when I'm not playing marbles. You go play marbles.
People are just so passionate. It's either they're passionate about the game or literally just trying to like pull little hairs out of your beard.
Yeah, but I do that myself.
I know you do. That's why I said it. They're just helping out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But there's like so much now, right? Like it's getting to the point where it's actually blowing my mind. It's like we have marbles and bingo going on. And it's like two different games, and then we have like our partnership with Stream 6 and how that's working out. It's just like everything's just growing, and it's like wild to just be on this ride. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's crazy. The whole interactive gaming experience for me has been successful for me as a streamer, and like it's just, yeah, the journey is crazy. It started out with marbles and like 9 tracks or something, and
yeah,
very basic stuff for me anyway. As an interactive streamer, I'd never really done interactive games, maybe Jackbox a couple of times or something, but yeah. And now it's like I'm exploring all these other games. Marbles is like insane. There's so many things you can do with it. So yeah.
yeah. I think watching Dreezy get into it recently has been eye-opening for me. Is like, because he was like pure to the game, right? But getting somebody who's pure to the game, but also fully eyes open on it. So like they're listening to everything you're saying about it. Because normally with a new streamer, you're not getting that. They're really focused on like their stream and the ecosystem that's going on, right? So you don't get like their full attention plus the eye opening of like they're gonna absorb everything you're saying about the game. Whereas like we were getting that experience a little bit with them on Friday, and it was just like it was really eye opening to how much there is in marbles now. And for a new user coming in,
Oh man, yeah.
you could sink so much time into this game, and it's mind blowing, and
Just
it blows
like
my
rating
mind.
somebody newer or whatever, and like a handful of people drop into the race and these effects go on, they're like, what the like, so many small, and that's just like one small piece of it, even though there's hundreds of thousands of combos of entrances and effects and everything. Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So, no, it's just wild to watch, and it's just getting like all that, and you just get to walk through that as a new user, right? You're not bombarded with that all at once. You have to learn more about the community, right? So only the ones who are passionate about the game really get deeper, which I think is beautiful. And we're talking more about exposing some of the stuff and like controls and things, because I'm getting to the point now where it's like I think just putting some of the basics on the screen will allow them to get deeper faster, at least into the basics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think a
It's funny
tutorial would be good?
I mean, we'll probably get towards that direction. I don't know about a full tutorial, but something like that.
I was just thinking it's funny you said that, because I was thinking the other day, like, I don't know if I don't think there is anywhere in Discord where it's just like a basic layout of some controls, but that could be good, because I know I've seen people going looking for controls here and there, so.
Yeah.
Just an idea.
No, yeah, there's there's so much.
Yep.
So much to dive into.
Yeah.
And there's so much to highlight if you really hate the game. You can do that too.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much. like I said, there's so much in Marbles, so you could easily nitpick things. You can easily find things you enjoy. I stay away from the things that I tend to not enjoy, and there's some of those things in Marbles. Like I shouldn't say I don't enjoy them. It's just like not my shtick, right? So
Yeah.
like you're never gonna find me building a bunch of Marbles tracks, but I freaking love the fact that there's so many creative people out there making tracks. Like crazy.
Yeah. No, yeah, you can dive in like, and that's another beautiful part of it is that you don't need to be in everything, right? You don't need to be into everything. You can come into the ecosystem and play with a fraction of it, and that's where you hang out. That's where you live, right? And you do those things, and then you interact with the community in your own way. And the stuff that's coming is just like, I don't even think I'm ready for the stuff that's coming. Like if we even get into a few venues, though the B2B model still has the map builder. Like you can still see the community maps. So what says, let's say we get into a baseball stadium for whatever reason. Now I think this is a large reach right now.
I think I know what you're gonna say, but yeah.
But let's say you get into a large stadium and then they pull up a levy track. Levy's name is at the stadium of a baseball game or a hockey game. It doesn't matter.
Or they reach out to him to build like specific tracks for the game or something.
Like where does that
knows,
go? I don't even know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Does that go? Maybe it doesn't. Who knows, right? Like, but these things, these abilities are there. Like Marbles is a freaking monster on its own. Like, and then you put like that shop aspect and the rev share model into the build, and you become like you can just get psycho with it. Like what says that like Tony doesn't become the lead racer for a venue? And it doesn't need to be a stadium. It could be a bar, right? He becomes the lead racer for a bar. Now he's promoted by that bar, and then the rev share program is directed towards Tony in the bar. So anybody in the bar now gets directed to use Tony's creator code because he's like the lead bar guy, lead bar racer. And then now he's making that revenue. Now Tony's now set himself up not only to have his stream and that revenue, but now he can increase his revenue output by layering with it and layering with an ecosystem that he's master of, that he's been playing for so long, right? Nonstop. And people like that can really leverage that. And now if I start putting out creator codes for map builders, what happens there? I don't know. Like once we put in these tools, that's what I love about Marbles. We're just constantly dumping tools into it. It's up to you to figure it out and use it. You don't have to. Right? But it's going to get to the point where it's like you either lean into Marbles or you fuck off. Because there's so much. Like if you're just still complaining, like whoa. Like there's so much there and we're not stopping. We haven't stopped. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And the team's not getting worse at what they do, right? Like everybody's getting better. Like the developers, art, it's insane. It's insane, man.
It is.
Just like, and we've even done like so many of the things that are still like scoped out. The advanced map builder, we're like taking that to the next level. What happens when that gets updated and searchability goes up? We have the Stream 6 implementation coming, which means
there's just like an explosion. There's an explosion building.
Yeah.
During like a downtime, a bear time, some would say.
During a bear time, yeah, and then
which is good because when Yep,
when the bulls come out, it's gonna be time to ride, baby.
Or you gotta. I'm just thinking the running of the bulls. You know, you gotta stay ahead.
Yeah, man. Like I was just getting further. So we almost have the favoriting system for bingo done. And that's built in a Stream 6 level. So that's built at Stream 6 level, which means when it gets plugged into Marbles, which it is, we're going to have favoriting of streamers. So now we'll have the ability for you to favorite a streamer on Marbles. Then when they go live, maybe push notifications. Then the next level, you go not favorite streamers, you go live streamers. And then you have that in the app. What happens when that's exposed at the app level? Because we know the app ecosystem is huge. It's way bigger than the streaming ecosystem, right? Like the mobile stores. So if Marbles is already pulling a lot of people in the mobile, and people are getting there going, I don't know what to do here. There's not a game here.
Yeah.
But then there's a list of streamers like where to get engaged and where to start racing and all this stuff. Then discoverability on Twitch in the Marbles category goes up because that's literally where they're injecting through.
That was like a Minecraft noise you made.
Yeah, when you pop the block.
Yeah, boy!
I'm the original maker of that sound.
Oh, nice.
Wag me. Look, Lel's getting into the NFT verbiage.
Ooh.
We're all gonna make it, baby.
Crypto's ass right now.
Everything's ass, dude.
Yeah, the whole world's ass.
So bad, man.
It is.
It's
The builders are going to
demolished.
build. It's funny. I watched something today where someone was like, talking about the market and everything, and they're just like, now's, it's a scary time or whatever for everybody, but it's like the people who build are going to keep building, regardless of if it's like, putting money into the market or building like Marbles is building or whatever. Like this is truly the time to build when everything's like. You can either get it's sink or swim, right? You either get swallowed up by all the shit going on in the world and the things that are rough, or like you swim and you stay on top of it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like I guess the biggest piece of advice for anybody out there right now, if you're stressing about the market or anything like that stuff, just get busy.
Yeah.
Keep your mind busy on something you can work on and just sink your time into. That's valuable to you. That's gonna build.
Yeah.
Right? Don't
You
just
sit
sink it
around
into a
thinking
video
and
game.
festering and even just gaming. Like I've been doing less gaming this past week or two or whatever, and just trying to stay busy, and it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, you got
I'll play a couple of games, right, and I'll be like, I'm done. Like 2 or 3 games, maybe at that most. I'm like, I'm hopping off.
Yeah.
Because like, what do you do when you're sitting around not being busy? You're thinking about stuff you should be doing. It's like, man, I should be doing this. I should be doing that. Just get the fuck up and do it.
Yeah.
Like I think I said this a week or two ago too. Like I've been waking up earlier, and I'll go into bed earlier too. But like I'll get up at 6 or 7 and just be laying there for a minute and just be like, F it, and just roll out of bed. Like, what am I doing? Just gonna lay here? No, let's get up.
Yeah.
Let's get up and do nothing as opposed to lay here and do nothing. Nah.
Yeah. Getting up and getting a little active for me is like my routine. I need to do it. It just like gets me going.
Yep.
Gets me out of that blah phase.
Yep. The blah morning phase. Gotta get jacked.
Exactly.
Let's not talk.
You want to power through some raws before? Because I gotta.
There's only a couple in here.
Okay, sweet.
But yeah, guys, get raw real quick. We got 18 minutes. Pixel's got to go right at noon, so we'll go raid somebody. Thank you, as always, for coming out and listening to us rant about whatever it may be. Thanks for your input, as always. Let's see here. Out of topic ideas. So, thoughts on how many people have hit 10K? Are you happy with where the system is for the season?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, what are we at now? Like, is over 200 yet?
Gotta be over 200.
That's great. I mean, I know it sucks. Like, I just want to preface this. I know it sucks seeing like it get easier to earn Gemron points. I understand that. Like, I know there's people out there that might feel that way.
Yeah, some people are gonna say that, dude, but I've seen some really positive things, like
Yes,
around, like all those people that can't grind as good as I know it's like, oh, they're I get it.
But see, here's the thing. Like, I just wanted to preface like everything, but it's been so good. That's what I mean. Like, there's been so much positivity from it, and there's people getting involved who haven't been able to get involved before. And like, I know people have brought this up in the past a lot. Like, why don't you make it easier so more people can get involved, more people can race? When I work all day, I can't grind, and we're always just like, this is it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're in the evolution period, and the game's like ready to open its doors a little bit more. And I think this is the first step of it. and just listening to a few people in the community has been really helpful to me. It's like just opening my ears again, because I really got closed off. I got very protective about the game, and I just wanted it to ensure I protected it. And then through that phase, I just learned it's just better just to open up and slowly just let it be free, right? And stop being protective about the things that are super rare, right? And I still like the skin. There's still skins and stuff that I want to make super rare, so let's not just get crazy about it. But
Yeah.
in terms of opening the doors up and like letting more people get Gemrons and letting more people understand it, I think it's going to be positive to the to the game and the ecosystem.
Yeah, I think so too. And the people who are going to dominate are always going to dominate. It's giving people a chance to slowly build, right? If the people, they can slowly build their marble Gemron empire, over time. Obviously, the ones who are the high competitors, the dominators, they're always going to be at the top. They're always going to have the highest looking Gemron, the most evolved looking Gemron. But the fact that these other people, the more casual players, like, have a chance to eventually build up to that, it's like they got a long-term plan, and it's like, oh, maybe one season I'll go extra hard and I'll get a couple extra points or whatever. And
yeah.
The inclusion, I think, is, there's always going to be casual players, but then there is going to be that, like, instilled notion once the word spreads of 10,000 points more and more and more of like, hey, I'm a casual player, but I might be able to do this.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go do it.
Yeah, and then next season we go every 10,000, right? Every 10,000. I don't know if it's going to be 10,000. I'm still on the edge about that. It might go 15K based on the end of the season. But anyways, some certain amount, every time you earn that amount, you'll get another Gemron point.
Yeah.
That's like the final form of this, and I think it's going to be really good. It's a really good idea. It's not my idea. So yeah, I think it's a really strong future for the game, and just learning about that will expand that throughout the rest of the stuff that we're doing over time. So yeah, I mean, like, it's the same way that the rev share program is designed. It's just like, it's not, in the start I wanted to have it as a controlled system. Like when we were first talking about it and we were starting to set up the partnership, I was more in the direction of like controlling the ecosystem and being like, no, like, you'll get a certain amount, but then you still have to be approved into the system so that no negative people get a hold of it, right? But I just started thinking about that more. It's like, who cares? Like, let's just set these milestones, and if you get it, go. If you hate the game and you really want to grind it and make a bunch of money off of it, go for it. Mm-hmm. It contradicts exactly what you're saying, but hey, right?
But hey.
So
yeah,
that's why I designed it that way. That's why it's just like, it's these 3 milestones, and you hit it, you grind, you go. You got your creator code and fire away.
Real quick, DP Strix, how do I add the boost redeem to my channel? I actually made a little video. There it is, just for that. Easy peasy.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, everything's said about that at this point. I'm just going to repeat myself if I say anything else. It's just good. The more inclusion is good. How many community maps typically get uploaded each season?
I think it's usually in the 2,000 range, plus or minus. At least recently. I feel like I've seen a couple seasons where it like hits 3 and 4, but we're not in that range right now. Like overall player count, like unique players per day is down since like mid-pandemic, right?
Yeah.
So, and we're into the start of the summer and everything, so that also has a thing, and rules are getting released or whatever for different parts of the world or whatever, so.
Yep. Could that get added to the Pixel Bot FAQ? The channel point thing? Maybe. What, like my little video?
Like, oh, that specific thing? Yeah, probably. Is Agent in chat? Hey, Agent, if you see this. Yeah.
Yeah. We got more. And we
could
got
probably build a
12
system
minutes.
in the future where people can submit things and then they can get approved into the bot or something. It's an idea.
It's an idea. Thoughts on Stream Deck integration to toggle settings like team racing or channel points so it's enabled for the next race?
Well, for that, you would need to first think about just allowing it to switch between races. That's step one. Then,
Like in the middle of a
It's-
Grand Prix or something? Is that what we're talking
Yeah.
about?
well, that's what I would assume, right? In the
Right,
middle
because
of
you can
races,
switch
like-
it otherwise.
Yeah.
If you're just
So-
going race by race.
So building in the ability to switch it in between races no matter what, it would be step one, which I don't think there's a problem with that. I think it just needs... So we've talked about this in-house, is the stupid settings menu in the race menu. That thing needs to go into a global accessibility so you can access it no matter where you are, whether you're in the race or whatever. So that's like step 0.5, and then step 1 is allowing you to switch between races. That's what we need to do. And then Stream Deck stuff maybe in the future, but we haven't touched any Stream Deck integration, so I wouldn't promise that. But the rest of the stuff we could lay out.
Cool. Oh, yeah, and DP or anybody with those redeems, if you guys have any further questions beyond that video, I'm always down to help, so. Ross says, Pixel, I know you have mentioned getting the Royale sound effects more cohesive. Any chance we could add additional sounds for different bit amounts? Never thought about that.
Like with the...
Like imagine, remember when you did the radioactive thing for Community Day and it was like the nuclear siren thing? Imagine you drop 5,000 bits and it's like, "Wah!" Like it does that. I think that's what he means, like different sounds for different amount of bits.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more like the drops. I want to redo the drop system, which then, yeah, we can add more sounds and everything. I have Diamante revamping all the sounds for Royale.
Legend.
So that'll be epic.
Number
once
one
it's done.
viewer on Twitch, I heard.
Number one.
Fucking Diamante, dude.
It's number one Twitch user, okay? Not viewer.
Right. No, you're right. I'm sorry. I need to be beat for that.
Yeah.
How many credits do I need on IMDb to get this on podcast in the future? I've been uploading them to my YouTube. I'm not sure if I'll do this one today. I don't see why not. We didn't really. What would today's be?
Oh, he wants to get on the podcast.
Oh, to get on the podcast. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I feel like we talked about trying to like do more guest things on this, and I used to do it in the past, like every other week.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of work, It's a lot of work to like.
We have to start earlier, I think. We need more time. I really feel like we need more time. We cut back on the time, and I feel like bottled up, man. I feel like I'm all bottled up.
You want to
start
do
at
like
10:30?
10:30? Yeah.
Dude, are we gonna become like businessmen and wake up at 6 a.m. and be like,
I'm already
I
up
gotta
at
go-
6 a.m. The past few weeks, I don't know what's wrong with me, dude. Fucking going into boomer mode.
Well,
laying
you
down
got a
at
kid
10,
soon.
waking up
You're
at
gonna be
6.
full on boomer, dude.
Yeah. I'm just not going to be sleeping, man. But yeah, even if it's, I mean, if anybody wants to get on here, I don't care. I'll talk about anything. That's what Raw is all about. Tony mentioned something yesterday, but like, that's some things, I'm down to get raw about anything, but it's up to you guys how deep you want to get. I'm willing to go places. How deep do you want to go?
Well, how deep do you want? You're not willing to go everywhere.
No, not everywhere.
So what's the, like, we should just bring on people, like bring on 2 other people
Just see how
and
it
we
goes.
just yap our faces off every Monday morning. And if nothing is to be said, then we all go our own ways crying in a corner.
Sounds good.
Just sit here quiet for an hour.
Let's get raw about food. If we're getting raw about food, we're banning Kevin Paler from the channel for the
Dude.
stream.
You also need to ban Frankenbeans.
Oh?
Yeah.
Like the
Just saying.
food or the person?
The person. There's some people who just go on about, like, once food is brought up, it's over.
Yeah.
Game over. You're 100% opening up Uber within the next 10 minutes. And Tony, Frank, for me, are like the two people that just, I literally have my phone open already. I'm ready to order. Like, what the hell?
Let's go to Tony's stream. Open the app. Wait. I'm gonna order some food at some point while I'm here.
It's, always, man. It's so bad.
I'm saving my drop coins. Will that help me in the future?
I mean, it'll help you not stress about dupes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saving my coins. I know others that are saving theirs. It's however you want to do it. Honestly, however many balls you have in the collection. If you want to gamble and try to get some other ones. If you're worried about dupes, wait until the dust system and just keep collecting.
Yeah.
I'm collecting right now. I open one every once in a while, and I only need one ball in there. But yeah.
It's coming. Dust, we were trying so hard to get it out. We were trying so hard to get it out for the season 35 with all the hype and everything. It's not going to happen. But it's close. Like, you should see me start testing it on stream sometime during next season. You'll see me, like, test around the basics of it. And then, yeah. And then it's just about the art team and fine-tuning it. I want to make it really fun. Like, I want to make it like a stupid app game. Like those stupid app games that you're so like into, but you want more of, but you can't get more because it's all time-based, you know?
Oh, man.
Like that kind of thing. But there's no, yeah, anyways. I'm going to try to make it fun for me, which means that's going to be very hard.
There you go. There you go.